Once upon a time, in a world filled with endless suffering, there lived a man named Kim. Dated him. He toiled away at his job every day, but his heart was heavy with a deep and inconsolable sadness. Kim's wife and daughter had been taken from him by a vicious serial killer, leaving him alone to grieve. One day, as Kim asked his manager for an early leave, his co-workers looked on in bewilderment. They had noticed something was different about him lately, but they had no idea of the depth of his pain. The department head, irritated by all the rumors, gruffly told everyone who wasn't working to leave. But to Kim, he was kind and understanding. Kim went about his usual routine, picking up flowers for his wife and daughter at a nearby florist and stopping at a local restaurant for dinner. When he arrived back at his home, he sat down to eat, but the food was bland and tasteless, serving only as a bitter reminder of happier times with his family. As he opened his journal, on what would have been his wife's birthday, Kim was consumed by a crushing wave of sadness. He wrote about his yearning to see his wife and daughter again, repeating the words over and over. Suddenly, the journal lit up and the words disappeared, replaced by a message of hope: "You can see them again. Instant mail from another world. There's an idea." Kim was filled with a glimmer of hope and a rush of inspiration. He asked for another early leave a few days later, and while the department head was more suspicious, he let Kim go. Kim was on a mission to make his dream a reality and see his loved ones once again. Perhaps this time, he would even be able to enjoy a meal with them. As the evening approached, Kim settled in at home, eager to examine his journal. To his shock, all the pages he had written on had vanished, replaced by entries from the future. As he read, he realized that everything written in the book was coming true. He felt a chill run down his spine as he read that he would be transported to a parallel world at 10 p.m. that night. As the clock ticked down, Kim grew increasingly anxious, waiting for the blue light to swallow him up. When it finally did, he found himself in a strange, game-like world. The system announced its tutorial time and instructed everyone to choose a weapon within 1 minute, or they would be given a sword. Some clever individuals tried to wish for a gun, but the system was not amused and gave them a bow with no arrows. The system also warned them that zombies were gathering and they must survive to advance to the next round. Kim stepped up, slicing through hordes of zombies with his sword. His stats and points began to soar, and he soon realized that magic was the key to success. With his magic score at 14, Kim was ready for the next challenge. The announcer declared that 198 people had made it to round 2, and their task was to earn as many points as possible. Only the top 100 on the scoreboard would live, and they could even kill each other to steal points. Kim, unwilling to take part in such a brutal competition, decided to venture into the wilderness on his own. But he was soon confronted by a girl named Chongyu, who asked if she could join him. Kim, not interested in having a companion, turned her away. As he struck out into the wilderness, he had his sights set on the dungeon described in his journal, determined to survive and find a way back home to his wife and daughter.